to Gaza.
Yeah.
So the Secretary, during his trip, talked about, in coming weeks, the US will put forward proposals for the day after the conflict in Gaza. So just to try to, I know obviously it's not coming weeks just yet, but to understand what that will be, what that might look like. Is this is something that you're planning to put forward in detail whether or not there's a ceasefire agreement in the meantime?
I don't want to get ahead of I don't want to get any further than what the Secretary said yesterday. We are continuing to have conversations with our partners in the region about what exactly those plans will look like. We had those on this trip. As you know, it's something we've been working on really in earnest since January, a number of complicated issues to work through. Obviously, the best environment to kind of launch those proposals would be if we had a ceasefire, because once you have a ceasefire, that's something that we want to turn into something more enduring. But where we might be several weeks from now, it's very hard to speculate, because as you know, we've been trying to get a ceasefire for some time, and we don't have one yet. We're continuing to push for one. But I think the point the Secretary was trying to make is we don't want to let the absence of a ceasefire stop us from pursuing that work on reconstruction, on security and governance, because it's important that we nail down the details and with our partners in the region that we've been working with, and it's important that we are ready to seize any opportunity to make sure that should we achieve a ceasefire, we can turn that into something more meaningful and enduring and lasting.
And is there a plan that regional countries have signed up to? Is it the Israelis who are left to convince? This is something that you're going to put forward in order to get them on board? Is that sort of?
I just don't want to speak to it in any more detail. These are conversations that continue at a diplomatic level. The Secretary's been engaged in them. Assistant Secretary Leaf has been engaged in them with her counterparts, and will continue over the next few weeks.
And